Hello everybody, happy Sunday. So I know I haven't talked to you guys very much here lately, and I've gotten so many emails and questions about, why I'm not on YouTube, why am I not blogging, what is going on? Well, lots of different things have been going on around here, and it's just made it really difficult for me on so many levels. So, Scott left Volkswagen last Monday. He was extremely unhappy there, and him and the boss, one of his new bosses, just couldn't really get along. And I think they just split like friends, but Scott left. And there wasn't a whole lot of warning. It was like a phone call, like, I'm done, I'm out of this mess, I'm on my way home. And certainly that really bothered me. Now, we're completely fine financially. We have savings, but it was definitely a shock. And as I told you in the last vlog, I've been off schedule so bad that I just haven't been able to get my bearings together to get things done in a timely manner, to even get dinner on the table in a timely manner. And I've just been a mess. So then you add a husband in on top of that who's home all day, because he was home all last week. It really does make it even harder to get on schedule because, so many of us, when we have our kids and our families at home, a lot of times we want to spend time with them instead of doing, videos or cleaning, if you're not a YouTuber or whatever, you just want to hang out with them. So that kind of contributed to no videos this week, no blog posts this past week. And to be very honest, it's hard. Marriage is one of the hardest things that I've ever done. I can't say I would probably ever remarry again. I don't like to say never, because as soon as you say never, it's going to happen, right? So, I divorced after 6 months in my first marriage. It just wasn't right. And I never thought I'd get married again, but long and behold, here comes this wonderful man, and we get married, and we've been together almost 11 years now. And so much has changed, and with Scott being home and he's wanting to possibly go into a different direction within his career, I haven't been that supportive. It's the truth. I have been angry and frustrated, hurt, sad, at some of the decisions that I think he's making, and I haven't been reacting very well. No, I don't react well to change anyway, usually, but, it's just an added layer of stress, and I've had a really, really difficult week. And when I say difficult, I can't even begin to describe the kind of week I've had, except just understand that, if I'm not making videos or I'm not blogging, there is definitely something going on. If I get on film and I start making videos when I'm upset, you guys are going to see right through it. You're going to know that I'm upset, that I'm not generally interested in talking about the Ipsy bag or, travel tips. That shit went right out the window whenever I am, having a really hard time. So I took a break and I stepped back from blogging and YouTubing until I felt a little bit better. Am I there 100%? No. Marriage is really, really hard, and with Scott being home and, me not agreeing with what I think he should do and him not agreeing with my reactions, it's been hard. There's days I want to run out and, never look back, and there's days I want to work on it, and there's days that I just want to give up. It's hard, and I love him a whole bunch, but I'm not fond of a lot of the decisions he makes. And, there's no amount of therapy and there's no amount of family or friends that can make a relationship better when you really don't trust the decisions your partner is making. And honest to God, I'm kind of there. Do I want my marriage to work? Absolutely. And have we given up? No. We've come close here lately, both of us, but we are continuing to try. We have kids, none together, but we still have a big splendid, beautiful family. And, you know, I'm a runner. I just am. When things get hard, I usually run. Anybody in my past relationships who know me intimately know that, yeah, things get hard, I take off. But I can't really do that here because I have Jackson, and, you know, it's not just me. I can't just pack my little cute car up and take off, never to look back. I have children who you know, adore him. Jackson and Scott are super close. You guys have seen the videos. And I'm trying to refocus somehow and try to get the negative thoughts that are bouncing around in my head out. And it's just really hard. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know if in a month I'm still even going to be married. I don't know if in a year I'll be married. But what I know right now is that I'm married right now, and I love my husband. Do I like his decisions all the time? Nope. And I can guarantee you he doesn't like mine all the time. You know, I don't get on here and talk about a ton of our marriage problems anymore because the mean people like to leave comments and say, you know, I don't know how Scott got Kisha. He's so much smarter and blah, blah, blah. And I can't believe she's sharing this part of her relationship. And I hear so many negative things. But right now, I really don't give a shit. Scott barely got me to go out with him in the beginning because he had so many problems. And I'm not getting into those problems, but there was a list. And so I didn't even want to go out with him for many, many months. I mean, no thanks. But then I did, and I fell in love with him. We both bring in our baggage and our problems and our experiences from past relationships, you know, into this relationship that we have now, as does many of you. You know, we all come into new relationships with the filters of our past relationships. So part of my problem is trust. I don't trust any man further than I can throw him. It probably will never happen for me. Just never. I've kind of accepted that. I think it's probably from childhood and not trusting my own father, who I still don't really talk to, and just maybe carrying that into relationships. And it's just one of those things that is a part of me that probably won't go away. And, you know, if I catch him lying, if I catch him not, like, omitting the truth, not telling me, you know, it's still the same thing as a lie. And when those things happen, I get really upset and I don't handle them well. So this past week with Scott home has been a week of many speed bumps, many arguments, many conversations about splitting up and divorce. And, you know, right now we are at the point that I think we both are just tired. We're tired of all the outside influences mattering. We're tired of fighting with each other. We're tired of not seeing eye to eye. And, you know, I'm reading this new Kabbalah book about, you know, finding your soulmate. And it says, you know, opposites really do not attract, whereas, you know, like and like attract. Well, Scott and I are complete opposites, but we're still trying to make it work. So right now, I'm just doing my best at hanging on day by day and seeing where this goes. Like I said, we've been together such a long time, and I feel like I have so much invested in our relationship that, you know, walking out might not be the smartest idea on my part. It might not be. It might be. I don't know. And, you know, I don't want to get on here and share the details of, you know, what we're fighting about, because that shit really don't matter. It don't matter that he didn't put his clothes in the laundry basket. It don't matter that he snapped at me, or it don't matter that, you know, he's obsessed with the TV, and if we want to talk, you know, it just, like, pisses him off if he's watching something. And none of that matters, because those are the small details. What we have to focus on, at least I think, is love, kindness, and accepting the other person. And while I have the love, I don't have the kindness, and that's the truth. I am hot-tempered and probably say a lot of things I probably shouldn't, as does he. And we both have to be accountable for, ourselves. And I know I can't really expect him to make me happy. I have to make myself happy. And, that's been a challenge. How do I figure out what makes me happy? I've been searching for that all week, and I still don't have the answer. My kids make me happy. My relationships with my best friend and my family make me happy. My husband generally makes me happy. But I still have to search within myself, and I'm really trying to do the work to come out, better. Even if that is through a divorce or staying with my husband. Either which way, I want it to be for the better. And I know that he doesn't deserve me bitching and nagging all the time. And I know I don't deserve him bitching and nagging all the time. So today is Sunday, and I woke up to a really beautiful note that he wrote me, a 3-page note, explaining how much he loves me and he loves our family, but he's tired of the arguing too. And he went off to play golf and do his thing and giving me some time to myself, which I greatly need, because I am somebody who can be alone and not feel lonely. I don't need him here every minute of the day to feel good. But having him home for a week straight has definitely had its challenges, especially when we're already not even getting along that well. And I share this with you guys because, I think we're all here to learn from each other. And maybe my mistakes or, the curves or the speed bumps that are in my life can help one of you guys. Even if it's just one of you guys, it's completely worth it to me. My son is Scott's stepson, and he loves him dearly. And, through all of these issues and problems, my son has been very honest and has put me in my place quite a few times, as Scott. It's an amazing, the perspective of a soon-to-be 12-year-old, or even my daughter, a soon-to-be 13-year-old. Sorry about the dogs, that's the neighbors. But marriage is hard. It's one of the hardest things, and it's not to be taken lightly, and it's not about the big, pretty gown you can put on and all the friends, watch you get married to this wonderful man. It's about how you deal with life after the wedding. And, Scott and I didn't have a big wedding. We just didn't. I did that with my first husband. Why the hell do I need to do that again? We had a small, intimate wedding, and that's fine. The wedding really doesn't mean anything to me. It's the marriage, and we're trying to get our marriage back to happiness and forgiveness, and I think it's going to be a tough road if you really want to know the truth. I think the stress of Scott not working, which he's not stressed out. He's on the golf course, happy as can be that he's not in that store any longer. But for me, I'm somebody who plans, and I'm worried about the future. I'm worried about his bad decisions. At least I feel like they're bad decisions. And, I took off. I don't remember what day it was. I think it was Friday. I took off, and I left for quite a few hours. And I went and had breakfast by myself. And I went and sat at the lake. And at the lake, when I was sitting there, I felt so at peace. And when I walk in my backyard, or when I see the ocean, or when I, hang out in nature, I feel at peace. So, I'm trying to remember that if I'm having a hard time, it's okay to go take a walk and forget about my husband for a little while, forget about what's going on, with other family members and such, and just be myself. That day when I was sitting by the lake, I thought, I can just take Jackson to his dad's house, and I can just disappear. Come off YouTube, come off the blog, be done online, and just vanish. And in a way, I still want to do that. But But again, that's the runner in me, and it's not going to solve anything. The pain and the frustration that I am feeling inside will probably just go with me. Because even though I like to point the fingers on my husband, that it's all his fault that I'm unhappy, that's not the truth. I'm unhappy because of things deep inside of me. And until I get those worked out, I'm probably going to be unhappy for, a big part. And I know that, and I'm smart enough to know that. But doing the work to be happy, it's a lot harder. So, I don't know the answers, you guys. I just know that life has been very, very hard for me the past couple weeks. It's been hard for my entire family because, to be quite honest, my mom has injected her opinion, and Scott has been talking to her, and I got mad about that. And, I'm not too fond of my mom's boyfriend right now. So all of that stuff combined just made a big explosion. And I, honest to God, can tell you that I feel lonely, even with a house full of boys. I feel orphaned. I feel rejected, hurt, and angry. And those aren't just going to go away overnight. And I don't know, you guys. I just don't know. And I don't care if people think my life is a mess. The truth is, it's a complete mess right now. But, we had a long talk this morning, and we both came away from that talk with, wanting the same thing from each other and for each other, and that's to be happy. Now, how we get there is beyond me. I have no clue at all, except just doing the best I can and seeing where the cards fall. That's all I can really do. And I want you guys to know that I haven't forgotten about you. I'm going to try to start blogging again and making videos and getting life back on schedule. Of course, he's going to be here this week, probably, unless he goes to that company that I can't stand, or if he goes and finds another dealership job or finance job, which is what he knows and does. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep praying, and I'm going to keep asking God for guidance and see where it takes me. I don't think I should just give up on my marriage quite so soon. I think that I have to do the work to leave, just like I did the work to marry him. I don't think I should just walk out. I think I should try to do the work to stay, as should he. We're both on the same page, so I'm hoping that, we can get through all of our issues and come away stronger and happier. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll split up, and maybe we'll come away stronger and happier. I have no idea. But I wanted you guys to know that I appreciate the emails that have came in asking about what's going on. I'm sorry I haven't answered them because, I just don't know the answer. What is going on? Well, life is exploding around me, in me, through me, and I'm falling apart. So, I consider myself a pretty strong person. I consider myself very opinionated and strong, but the more life gives me, the weaker I'm becoming. So, I'm wore out, I'm tired, I'm depressed, but I'm trying to put a smile on my face and just fake it till I make it, because, I want to show my son happiness, and even though I'm sure he can feel the truth and sense the truth, I still want to try for him. So I am, still here. I'm still around. I'm going to be making videos. I'm hoping that, by the end of the day, I will have my head back a little bit to myself and not be so scrambled in my thoughts. I've made a lot of notes. I've done a lot of journaling. I've talked to a lot of my friends, and, there is no simple answer to marriage. There's not. And there's not a perfect, happy marriage no matter who you are, or how long you've been married, or if you're just in your honeymoon stage, or if you've been married 20 years, you know it's not always easy. And for me, that means keeping my butt right here and not taking off and saying I'm done. And I've come real close to that here lately. So please put us in your prayers. We certainly need those. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I'm thankful for your love and support. So that's what's been going on around here. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog a little bit. I know it's not, full and in depth and all that. I got it, but there wasn't a lot to record this week. So this is what's been going on, and I wish you guys all the love and happiness in the world. You can leave me your comments and thoughts below. If they're mean or negative, please just, put them somewhere else. Go to a hate website and put them there. I just don't really need to read them right now. I've got to try to stay focused and stay in a good place, because it's really easy to come out of that good place. It doesn't take much for me to, have a happy day, and then one thing takes it all away. So no mean or hateful comments. And, if you are in a relationship and are struggling, it's just life. And I don't even think you've probably fully have lived until you've been through a divorce and, can take away the experiences of that. I'm not saying every married couple should get divorced, but the statistics right now are, if you get married, chances are you have less than 4% of staying married. Less than 4%. It was 6% when I married Scott, a while back. Right now it's less than 4% you will stay married. More than 69% of couples cheat. I'm not a cheater. I haven't cheated on my husband. I don't think he's cheating on me. There's no other women involved. It's just not that. It's just two grown-ups really not seeing eye to eye on much. And pretty much, I think, letting the outside forces take over, and we really have to center ourselves. So that's what we're working on this week, and I'll give you more updates. I know I have a giveaway going on with the Kabbalah Red String. Today is, I think, the last day to get entered, and I will be announcing the winner tomorrow on my main channel. So good luck to all of you guys, and I will make sure that's up, and I will also try to get back on schedule with the videos. Thanks for watching, you guys. I love you, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.